Howell. It is 9/22, 2020. And we're going to do part 2 of Fatal Frame tonight. Just 1 second as the stream comes up with the chat. Excellent. Yes, friend, you do that. Good. Yeah, part 2 of Fatal Frame, and looking forward to the ghost horror show. Ghosts are the second thing that I am most afraid of, right up there with alien greys. So I think any combination of the two would do me irreparable psychic harm, and that is one of the reasons why I have never gotten the UFO ending in either Silent Hill 1, 2, or 3. That's not the reason, but it fits. The reason is I just haven't gotten around to it. So, pre-game show. This picked up off the shelf for absolutely no reason whatsoever, other than to browse through it, and I think I'm hooked again. Man, this is the Poetic Edda is just lovely. It's mythological poems, Denmark. I think this is translated by Henry Adam Bellows, and I think this is Snorri the Elder, his work. Happy the one who wins for himself favor and praises fair. Less safe by far is the wisdom found that is hid in another's heart. And it's lovely. It's just like that's sort of like that, Anglo-Saxon Beowulf warrior's exhortation to go out and accrue victories to yourself, because those victories will mean more than what somebody else has learned in their life, and it's heartening. I like it. And this came in the mail today. Rolled Dolls, over to you. And I actually have a copy of this somewhere around here, but I cannot for the life of me find it. So it's a cheap paperback. I think it's a Penguin edition. Yeah. So I reordered it, and these stories are absolutely beautiful. Reading through the first one, Death of an Old Man, I came across a bit that just kind of hit up one of the points I mentioned with one of the stumbling blocks that I hit with William Gibson's prose. There's a sort of emotional detachment from it that sort of is manifested in a lack of rhythm. Excuse me, rhythm. And looking at Roald Dahl's writing, Roald Dahl, of course, best known for his children's stories, The Witches, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, etc. He was a Royal Air Force pilot during the Second World War, and these stories are based on some of his experiences of fellow pilots. And I came across these because one of the stories in here was an inspiration for one of Miyazaki's scenes in Porco Rosso, where he's flying through the clouds and he sees the ghosts of fallen pilots. So this is where that rabbit trail led me. But yeah, it's, let's see. Yeah, 4 years ago it was wonderful. I loved doing it because it was exciting, because the waiting on the aerodrome was nothing more than the waiting before a football game or before going into bat. And Pilot here is talking about waiting to go on a mission. And 3 years ago it was all right too. But then always the 3 months of resting and the going back again and the resting and the going back. Always going back and always getting away with it. Everyone saying, what a fine pilot. No one knowing what a near thing it was that time near Brussels, and how lucky it was that time over Dieppe, and how bad it was that other time over Dieppe, and how lucky and bad and scared I've been every minute of every trip every week this year. No one knows that. They all say Charlie's a great pilot, Charlie's a born flyer, Charlie's terrific. I think he was once, but not any longer. And there's an emotionality there, right, that just comes through, that the repetition, the flow, and just the beats that are hitting in that language really give you a sense of how richly this guy is feeling what he's feeling. So yeah, I highly recommend all of these stories. Over to you. Oh, there we go. Over to you by Roald Dahl. And special something for ARC when they come by. As I dug these out after some hunting, the Evil Within comics, which are a lot of fun, the interlude. So whenever ARC shows up, I will put those back on camera. So, that about brings us through the pregame show. Let's go ahead and snap that down there. And switch this over. Nope. Oh, excellent. The days are getting shorter, and at this latitude, that means that they begin to feel very short indeed. If you go back and check any of the stream archives from even just a couple of months ago, you will see that there was light coming out of that window, and now there is no longer. So, awesome. Let's take that down just a little bit. Let's see. Okay, that's good. I've got to say that music as an opening start menu theme is quite surprising. It is not the tone that I would expect. Kind of feels much more like Hollywood thriller climax of the movie battle. Especially with the large bells.
Since my brother...
We don't need to hear that, Miku. Cool. Let's see, how many ghosts take a chomp out of me before my hands remember the right coordination. Strangling backyard. Alright, so I'm guessing this is where the strangling ritual took place. Just kind of tilt that down a little bit. And whenever I start the stream, I always have the camera angled just a little bit higher than it winds up needing to be. Because at the start of the stream, when I'm actually looking at the camera, my posture goes up, I'm sitting like you should, and then as time goes on, I gradually drop into the posture that you do when playing games, which is your troll form. And I wind up kind of in the lower half of the thing. So that's interesting. The ectoplasm kind of visual effect does match the mood, but it still feels just a little bit out of place. Can't quite place why. So, alright, that brings that up. That spins us around. Right, it's the reverse first-person controls. That gets us trucking. And let's just take a quick look here. Special functions. All right, yeah, right. R1 for shutter. Cool. Feels good playing a game at 60 FPS. I feel like the games I've been playing lately have not been hitting that. And remember, around this time on the PS2, it was, for the most part, standard. I remember that being a big shock with MGS3 when it came out, that it was 30 FPS rather than MGS2 60. Oh no. Actually, that's I mean, I'm not happy about this, but that's actually a pretty cool composition, especially with the I know it's supposed to be like a film grain effect, but it actually seems to be like a dissolving of the environment. What film am I using? No? What's my... That's it. I might want to just take a picture of this, because I do like how it's framed. See if I can get that crosshair in the middle. Item flash. Oh, weird. I guess the picture actually takes a more clear image than I'm seeing through the lens. I mean, yeah, that makes sense in fiction because there's a flash, right? Hello, Space Hamlet. Good to see you. How are you tonight? Jesus. That is some Ninja Gaiden 1 on NES level of bird threat. Oh no. Well, trying to shake off the world anxiety, son? Brother, I hear you. I've got to say that kept me up later last night than I would have liked it to. um, had to actually grab a Diet Coke before heading on the stream so I could have my energy back up from losing a few hours. Oh, there we go. Warped Man. Looks like Takamine got into the groove of figuring out some survival horror adventure game puzzles. Man, I really do like the visual effect on this when things are ghostly. And I thought I saw something glimmering over to the left. There's something here on the right. I hope it's some size 16 film because... Oh, nope. Or, is it 16? What am I looking for? Oh, type. That's the word. And it's 14. Type 14 film. Ugh. See, the 37 film is better, and I do want more of that than less. But, geez, I hate using that for, more common actions. Okay, it's kind of neat. It's giving me some guidance for how to solve this. Oh, I have to do it within a set number of moves. I just noticed the 4 more down there. Okay. So... Yeah. Right. Oh, so that's my tutorial puzzle. That seems pretty easy. There's it sounds like a kind of warped or warbling drum sound in the background that's quite nice. Makes me think of Rubber Thunder. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah. Oh boy. This dark stain on the floor certainly bodes well. Oh, weird. If I turn my flashlight away from it, it does appear to be blood red, but when I'm focused on it, it is dark. I really like that shadow over the blood spot like that. That's a very Killer 7 feel. to shading. Four Buddha statues and some kind of pedestal in front of the shrine. Ah, Jesus! Sounds good, Hamlet. Get your drink and come on back. I'll be here. Oh, God. Oh, no. Friendly ghost? Not a friendly ghost. Oh, nope, nope, nope. Not the best start, but I guess Takemine gets Dr. Wily here when he is cursed. Okay. No, 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 no! Come on, buddy, give me a 0 shot. Ah! 1 second too late. Woohoo! Oh no! I'm not a fan of that 180-degree teleportation. In fact, I'm not a fan of much of this. Ah! Oh, see, yeah, that's not doing much for me there. Ah! Good God. Oh my God, he's got a lot of health. Gotcha. What? Oh, no, 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 I do not like this. Oh, I wonder if that was an effect that he had, or if that was a bug. I don't know. Love the retro clunky look of the menu system. Everything these days is transparent and sleek. Yeah, right? I like how, I mentioned this early up, but like this information that I see at the top level of the menu is like the last thing that I really need to know whenever I pause. It's like trivia that they usually bury in like a game stats thing now, right? And chunky look. Yes, that's right. I like the I'm actually really curious to know how much of it is inspired by a lot of the architecture of the mansion, or that style that they're bringing in. You could bite into it. Yeah, it's true. It's like every piece of that UI is like a chocolate bar. Floral pattern is reminiscent of wallpaper? Yeah. Yeah, I see that. Okay. Okay. Run, Miku, run! Oh god! Did that do it? It did it! Oh, thank God. Some Shinto gate somewhere shows in the photo. That's like right out the front door, isn't it? It would be really creepy if you could see like Miku in there holding the camera. And yeah, the floral pattern is reminiscent of the wallpaper. I think that... That's like literally behind me. But yeah, it feels like... yeah, even there's like a tatami screen that closes in when you press the pause menu. So yeah, it seems to be a combination of architectural inspiration and some of the passive scroll art that you would find. Oh, passive scroll art. Scroll art! It doesn't move. You can listen to this.
Is she the one causing this disaster? All of those earlier deaths? Koji, Tomoe, all of them? Am I the next to die? The rope shrine maiden ritual, as told of in legend. Both arms, legs, and the neck. It is said when all 5 have been marked, the curse is complete. Ropes are beginning to appear on my photo. I'm running out of time.
The headcanon that I've created for the over-articulation on the tapes is that these were recorded at a normal cadence or a dramatic cadence at the moment of actual recording, but then once they died and became ghosts, the recordings themselves changed so that there is this sort of plodding, one foot in front of the other, bodiless quality to them. So that's how that's rolling out here. Yeah. No. Oh, that's cool. There's a notebook on the staircase. Oh, weird. I thought this would be the statue, but I guess I gotta go hunt for that. I'm about to go to the shrine deep within Himuro Mansion, where they say a piece of the true holy mirror is kept. The curse has already left its mark on my 4 limbs, there's no escaping it, but the only thing left now that I can do is try to reseal the Hell Gate. It's my last hope. I've already found 4 of the Buddha statues. I need to get a piece of the mirror. This almost makes me think that in a modern game there would be a DLC where you play as Takamine, almost completing the puzzle. I need to get a piece of the mirror. I've managed to find an old document that tells the location of the 5th statue. Make observance to the Buddha at the base of the large gate so that the souls of the piteous maidens can reach up to the heavens. Not totally sure what those quotation marks are doing there. But they're busy. Very busy. If all goes well, no one will ever have to read these notes, and I can use them toward the content of my next book. In closing, I would like to thank my assistant and my partner, Tomoe Hirosaka. If it weren't for the words she left with me, I wouldn't have been able to complete this, my final work. If I don't return, please give her a decent burial. Signed, Junsei Takamine, September 15th. Well, I don't have all the bits that I need to do that, unfortunately. So I respect the request. For sure. I do not like that camera angle. Let's see what... Oh, weird. Even the, excuse me, even the sort of washed out uniform shadow has a static effect on it. Whether that's a feature of the game or if it's a feature of the way that the signal is processed through the capture equipment, I don't know, but I like it. Where is my reference photo? Trying to find... Oh, no, I just looked at that. File? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Just take a look at some of the stuff around here. There was that garden that had other Shinto gates, and yeah, this is the right gate. No, thank you, Miku, for thinking the same thing. Whew, glad I looked around. The head is damaged and painted in red like blood. 5 Buddhas. Bury the rope maiden's spirit. Place the 5 Buddha with her damaged limbs. Oh, grotesque. So these things attend the dismembered members. Evening, Dream Bombs. Good to see you. And Hamlet, that's excellent. Congratulations. And I feel compersion for you. Let's see if I can take a closer look at that. No, it's not like Resident Evil where you can take a look at the object in isolation. It seems to be like a Buddha standing on some stacked stones. I mean, it almost looks like a headstone. It almost looks like a headstone. Yes, I am in fact pleased that you are happy. Definitely not want to come back in here. Headless Buddha. Three by 3 grid of holes. Reminds you of Onimusha a bit? Yeah, you know, that is a PS2 game that I have been encouraged to play and have never found the time, or never made the time to. And I hear that it is on the level of like Dino Crisis, Resident Evil for quality Capcom PS2 gaming. Oh, just used to hearing the word compersion in polyamorous context. No, no, it is versatile, and I think that it is the only word I know that encapsulates in a single meaning happiness for another's happiness. Onimusha is an excellent Resident Evil game. Well, that definitely speaks to its favor. A row of Buddha statues appears above a row of holes in the pedestal. Okay. Excuse me. It is strange that some of the photographs in this section have not really sent me to other rooms around the map. Oh, gross. I don't think that, like... I don't think that blood human mark was there when I started looking at it. Yeah, it's like when it got to this point, I got the hint, and I put it together. But then they just really just like hammer that nail in. Here to let you know, this is the dismembered corpse. I heard a soft sound, I think it unlocked. But yeah, what I was saying is the photo hints, both from the boss fight and also from taking a picture at the altar itself, don't really send you across the map like all other puzzles of that sort have. That's just like right behind you. Which, I gotta say, taking a picture in front of you and then getting a view of what's behind you is pretty creepy. As the resident audio pedant for the stream, I should advise you that your mic levels are clipping. Is the mic too loud? Is it kind of blowing out? Is that what we're looking at? Yeah, it sounds like the gain's a bit high. Okay, hold on a second. Let me fix that. Oh! See if I can cut that down a little bit. I'm also sitting a little closer to the... oh, I see what's happening. Yeah. Let's see. If I do this... This is actually probably closer to the actual distance that I sit when I do sit. So, it might be because I'm leaning forward a bit. Yeah. Let me just knock that down. I'll split the difference. Sit midway between where I usually sit and here, and drop the volume a little bit. There we go. Nope. If this game is based on the creator's experience, you feel like he has many stories you'd love to hear. Likewise, this is movies like Ju-on, The Grudge, and of course Ring have a certain fascination with the way that the ghosts work in that sort of mythological context. But the fact that this embeds it in a ritual and all this this sort of roundabout rigmarole that is, I think what makes it work is it's self-referential and therefore airtight, so it has its own logic to it that makes sense in the brain, even though it is founded entirely upon your acceptance that this is a legitimate thing. And that helps the horror quite a bit because it makes it seem real in a way that it might not otherwise.
Is this the holy mirror? It's just a piece of it.
Oh yeah, this is when things went bad. Man. Can't turn your back to nothing here. Oh god, it's worse. God. No. No, 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 no. Oh, God. Just gonna take a break from this for a second and read chat. I don't believe in ghosts, but if someone told me they saw one, I'd believe them, if that makes sense. Yeah, I understand what you mean. And as far as ghosts go, you know, I sure act like I believe in them when I get scared, so that's probably more telling of my actual response and belief than anything I might say to the contrary. Her reaction to Ghost is a persuasive mix of "I've seen this shit before" and "still gives me the willies." Yeah. Yeah, she's taken down her share of them, and they just keep keep getting ghostier. I've got to pause this. Okay. Oh, it's a boss fight you have to lose. Oh God, there are heads attached to it. I thought they were just arms. Oh, great.
The rope? No.
Oh boy. Bad times. Okay. Yeah, boss fight that you have to lose is absolutely a relief. I remember the first time I registered what that was and learned to feel out what the boss fight was when I playing Breath of Fire 3. And it was when Tipo, Ryu, and Rei, during the childhood, at the end of the childhood chapter, fight a couple of, I think, dragon brothers or something. They're a pair of brothers, and you actually can level up to the point where you can get the sense that you could beat them if the game would let you, but you actually can't. And I remember just dumping 2 hours into my first playthrough at that boss fight alone, and then finding out you have to lose it, and it broke something inside me that said, okay, I'm no longer going to be immersed, I'm going to look for this design every time. And yes, the design is very scary. That's what I'm here for, and sometimes I question that choice. A bit of information that I do remember from the first time I played through this, Demon Tag is kind of, I think, the lyric that they were singing when they had their hands clasped in a circle and they were chanting, I think that's kind of like a Ring Around the Rosie type song. That's a, kind of traditional children's game that's associated with Demon Tag, which is, I think, like hide and seek. The person who's it is the demon. So, yeah, feels like I got to commit to this horror game theme at least through October. I mean, I've been committing to this horror game theme since, like, when did I start doing this? Like April? This, just based off of, outside of like Streets of Rage 4 and Double Dragon, I think almost exclusively I've been playing horror games. So, yeah, this is my jam. Reminds me of a similar thing in Xenosaga. Oh, you beat the boss. I'm surprised they let you do that. Oh! That font. The font feels weird and out of place because of how cohesive the rest of the design is. No! No!
That mirror. Give it back.
Wait, is the mirror also a ghost? Can mirrors have ghosts? Karaoke font, yes. Wonder if I should have gone to the film screen. Or the film option. Okay, that's moving. I'm not happy with any of this. Mafuyu's notebook. I must have been passed out. Okay, passed out is a thing you can have been, so I guess that also works. I'm afraid it is too late to help Mr. Takamine. If only I had come too sooner. The spirits in this mansion are very powerful. The force behind this curse must be here somewhere, and I'm going to start looking for it right now! God. Mafuyu's bold. Do I have yeah, I got a sacred mirror. Or stone mirror. January 1st, 00 a.m. Is that in-game time or what it thinks my time is? Should have put the exact date and time after right now. I know, right? That seems to me very lazy off-screen protagonisting. Like, buddy, you gotta help the lorehounds out. Scroll shows in the photo, it looks like it's a picture of Demon Tag. The Demon Tag thing is actually kind of sensible, given, can I hide her behind the thing? It just kind of moves it out of reach. Weird. It teases me with the possibility of doing this one stupid thing I really want to do, but then it just takes it right away. Good bookkeeping is essential for being a ghost hunter. I agree completely. Oh, thank God. How much did that give me? Not as much as I would like, but good enough. Evening time zombie. Yes, it is in fact a creepy view, and these are camera angles that I do not like because they suggest that you are in fact being watched. Oh, hey! I don't think... Was there a little twinkly there? Makoto really seems to like this mansion. She's playing Demon Tag here with her neighborhood friends again today. I guess a big mansion is the perfect place for kids to play. But for people in my sickly condition, it's a little bit too big. Disease demands cramped quarters. Today was a wonderful day. My husband, my daughter, and I took a walk in the mountains. I'm feeling pretty good these days, and was even able to walk quite a distance. Well, I'm very happy. A row of red dolls cover their eyes. Does this mean that there's a door here? Oh, okay. I gotta get that scroll that's in the picture. Ah! God. Oh, man. I need a minute after that. Be right back. Okay. That's good. Yeah, that's they got me with that. Well, I mean, the thing was, I heard the wooden floorboards, and I was I don't know what I was expecting, but it certainly wasn't something running fast. Um, don't see a lot of games with Onryo. Uh, yeah, I feel like Fatal Frame. I mean, there are a number of games, and oh man, this is one game that I would love to stream if I can get it working. Um, is the Fatal Frame that they did on the Wii, made by Grasshopper. I've never played that, and that would be a lot of fun. I don't know if it's even in English or if it has a fan translation or what, but even if it's not, that would be worth playing through with an FAQ just to see the style. Seeing the ghost in your peripheral made you jump. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Sekiro makes you think that even Japanese developers seem hesitant to throw in Japanese folklore. Interesting. Um, any particular thoughts on that? Space Hamlet? Oh man, if it has a fan translation, that would be new to me and would absolutely love that. The Japanese name for this series is Project Zero, which always seems very strange to me because it sounds like a working project name, like a development name that they just decided to keep as the title for the game. And you kind of see hints of that in the UI in this, because when you capture the ghost during, like right before its attack, and you have that sort of orange iris looking thing in the camera lens, and you repel it, that's called a zero shot. But I'm not sure like what zero indicates in that sense. Kuon might be interesting to me. Oh wait, is Kuon, that's a From Software PS2 title, right? Folk stuff in Japan always feels kind of unfamiliar when it turns up. Yeah, Katamari really embraced a lot of that. From Software horror game. Okay, cool. Yeah, Kuon is one that I've been looking for. I haven't really had a whole lot of luck finding finding a lot of PS2 From Software games. I did get this. I did find this, the PS2 Kingsfield, the Ancient City, which has, I mean, if you like the narrative things in Dark Souls, then you'll like that because it's got a lot of it. Okay, so I have to do this. Why are you looking at the camera, Miku? Oh, because there's a door there. Oh god! What? I'm gonna call bull on that one. Oh god! Wow, she really teleports at you, doesn't she? Okay. Yeah, there's the zero shot. Yes, I did have a few frames to snap her before she got hit. Those were indeed my fatal frames. Um, Interesting. Yeah, I'm not... What is this? Oh, nice. Thank you for that. Um, I wish there were like a spring or something where I could refill my health as a non... I'm sorry. As a renewing resource, I wish there was something I could use to fill my health. Thank you. Um, yeah, a lot of ghosts wait to get up close to you before initiating their attack, which gives you the zero shot option. But she actually rushes you, and right before she rushes you, that's your opportunity. So I kept waiting for her to get close, and that just wasn't the smart thing to do. Okay. All right. It's a stairway. And have I ever played a Monster Hunter of any description? I played the Monster Hunter that was released on the PSP, and I own the Monster Hunter that was released on PS4. I don't know if they released a second one. If they did, then I have only played the first. But yeah, I had that. I just wound up feeling guilty about killing the animals because they really hadn't done anything. Oh God! It's the speed. Oh no, I don't want to go into the fish tank room. Under these circumstances. Or any. I've fought these guys before. They're the long-armed dudes. Playing the demo of Forbidden Siren as a young teen. Oh yeah, Siren! That's another game that would be fun to play on stream. I've never played the Siren games, but I hear they've got a similar feeling to them. Okay, I've got to do this. Oh God, no! Okay. Not gonna necessarily go for the style points this time. Yeah! Okay. Yeah, the camera is FPS is challenging because the controls are reversed from what I'm used to. Jesus. So I'm taking it from his response that he is the ghost of a dude who lost his kid. In some fashion. think I know that staircase. But that seems to lock the door. Mysterious feeling from the talisman sealing the door. I like that Miko is not, she's either smart enough or not bold enough to break it. And I don't blame her. Would enjoy Siren, but the scary meter's off the charts. I do know the gimmick of the game, and I like what I know of it. An old buddy of mine, the guy who actually introduced me to Killer 7. Oh, I did not notice these stairs were traversable. I hear something that seems to be upstairs. Oh, it's right in front of me. Vengeance in Wall. Okay. Oh, this is that place. It's just not showing up as red because of the lighting. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm actually really curious to see what this looks like on CRT. Actually, something that would be extra cool and extra creepy in its own way would be to take the CRT TV that I have, which has a built-in VCR recorder player, and use that to record the play on film and then archive that digitally. And that could conceivably be pretty creepy. Viewpoint of your enemy. Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's my understanding. And oh man, gives me shivers. This would be a really good one to have. But I think that I should probably just be good at the game and level up like that. Yeah, it's interesting how the mechanisms, the spiritual mechanisms in this mansion seem to already be compatible with the camera, and they seem prepared to communicate with the camera that way. God. I hate this. Shinto ritual, blind, held on the day of. Let me see if I have anything in my notes for that. It's funny that while Miku was knocked out, the ghosts apparently rearranged the puzzles. They just have like a bunch of these in storage. Oh, weird. Looks like at the bottom it's Miku's assessment of it. Looks like delirious nonsense. The creator of Fatal Frame played Killer 7, said it was the only non-horror game he played that designed space in a 3D environment like horror games do. Interesting. Okay, I've already seen that. I would really like to know more about what kind of space designs serve that purpose. Okay. I'm wondering if I have what I need yet. So 13 and 12, I already used those answers. Novelist group, cursed. Cursed, 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 cursed. Oh, the Munakata family have shown up. Ryozo Munakata's wife, one of the reasons Ryozo moved his family was for Yai's sickness. Ryozo and Yai, Munakata's daughter, Mikoto, she moved to Himuro Mansion with her parents. Elongating a hallway just long enough to be unsettling. I can see that. Mysterious girl who appears inside the mansion. It is spookiest. Mother and the child. Left a camera behind. Okay. Well, I don't think I have the document that I need yet. Oh god, Miku was so slow. Yeah, Space Hamlet, that is the sound of the game lamenting that its atmosphere will ultimately be consumed by the desire for clarity of lore. That happens later in the series. Somebody... I don't remember who... Oh, God. In the last stream mentioned that the first two games preserve the mysteriousness of the rituals, but the third game just kind of info dumps you. Listening to the voice acting, and it's almost like a phonetic exercise, the way these lines are all spoken. Okay, water and ghosts are two truly awful things. I don't like that angle. Oh, wow, this is now fixed. This was collapsed last time, I think. A stone emitting a purple light is stuck at the top of the stone pile. That kind of cairn clearly has ritual significance. And I'm not happy about it. Yeah, the mechanics do encourage you to get unclear photos. It's, I feel like I'm gonna get jumped. Okay. Excuse me. Nope. Observatory man. That's a unique angle specific to that ghost's appearance, I believe. Yeah. What if I can use that to get in here? Oh no. Oh yeah, so I was looking at this shadow and trying to figure out the mystery of why it works like this when it clearly shouldn't. And I've come to the conclusion that whereas in many cases the light source appears to be from somewhere around Miku's flashlight, because you can move it around like this, I think it must be originating up above, so it's always shining right in front of her, which is why you can walk this way, have the flashlight in front of her, but also have a shadow cast down from an angle, because, I mean, that can kind of tell you the angle that it is. Let's see, so yeah, the light source right there means it is kind of like just back up here, kind of. Anyway, that was really bugging me when I was looking at... Oh, God! As geographically co-located friends can tell you, I have actually become more dignified in my screams of fright as time has gone on. This represents growth. An old scroll. Okay. Blind Demon Ritual on the 26th day of the 11th month in preparation for the Strangling Ritual 10 years later. Wait, this is a ritual 10 years in preparation? Choose a maiden with holy power. She should be past the age of 7 years, 9 months, and 29 days. Yeah, it is getting me. This one more than most. So I think this this is telling me the numbers that I need for that other place. No, 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 no! Nope. Don't know who this is. Is this a broken neck lady? Oh, no, that is... What? Oh, no! I'm calling bull on this. Okay. Can't believe I got, like, stun locked by that ghost. Yeah, the ghosts do look really good in this. I feel vibration in the controller. Does that indicate my health? Okay. Seems like the kind of game where you would benefit from staggering your saves, because I can see myself getting into a resource corner real fast with health items. All right. That is what I need. Okay. What is this in the second memory slot then? Hold on a second. I'm just going to check this out. No, that's not what you want to do. There we go. Oh, wow. It is a Mad Catz memory card. So that probably means this is PS1 formatted. Back in you go, fella. Oh, I've got a sandwich bag full of old memory cards that would be worth plugging into seeing what is on there. Okay, the vibration's gone. That was probably a health warning. No, the vibration happened again. Okay. So this is probably my actual destination. I need to go to the well in the garden leading up to the Shinto shrine where I was nabbed by the lady in white. And to do that, I need to solve the puzzle with the buttons and the numbers. The blue light? Which one? There are... Oh, do you mean like the blue filament that's showing up there? So blue filament shows up when something benign and supernatural is nearby. Usually indicates that there is a puzzle element that you need to engage with the camera. And the one that that is the save point. I hate where I am, I hate where I've been, and I hate where I'm going. That describes both Fatal Frame and my feelings about this election year. Okay. See, that's the thing. I know the game knows that I've got something now that I didn't have before. I can hear him doing that creepy Demon Tag song. And I'm happy with none of this. So something shows in the photo message usually would feel like hand-holding. It's evidence of the character's still lingering sense of the fearful uncanny. Yeah. I can see that. So kind of like they're still articulating their impressions because they are still removed from accepting the phenomenon in front of them. So they're still kind of stuck in that normal everyday reality that does not include this weirdness. And that's their perspective. That's interesting. Okay. I'm gonna just take a quick photo of the screen here. All right. It's happening again. Yeah. Lynch really got to the heart. Lynch and Frost really got to the heart of the horror of cyclical trauma through ghosts and the supernatural. Evening Roundlay. It's good to see you, friend. We are playing a game that is set much more natively in your neck of the woods. Okay, so the Shinto ritual, blind, held on the day of. Okay, so 11 is probably the last one. Maybe it's just 2611. Let's try that. Okay, it starts at 0. There we go. I thought that maybe I needed to think through it a little bit more, that the numbers were all jumbled up, but no, it's pretty straightforward. It's weird to have this little path here because this could, like, this feels like it's, could belong to a park. I'm doing this because I'm fearful. Rubble Room. That's a good name for it. It's weird. This is like a UI input thing that is going to seem weird and pedantic, but welcome to the stream. So, in order to leave the save point, I have to go to the exit and then actually tell it to confirm to exit, which always makes me think I'm going to exit to the main menu. But, so yeah, there's also the exit triangle button. So if I hit triangle, it gives me the option to return to the game and snaps to that. If I hit exit again, it exits out of that. And now here on the exit button, on the exit icon, if I tap triangle, it doesn't exit again. This is the weirdest redefining of a very simple command in the UI. I love it. I know, right? No! I didn't want you to do that! Why would you think this is a good idea? Yeah, lost in the sauce. Yeah, she's becoming even more part of the mansion every day. No, keep running! Oh wow, it even kind of screams like a child. Jesus! No! Oh god. Oh. Okay. I think what makes that even more horrifying is it sounds like an actual child, like, whimpering or screaming when... Something showed in the photo, you don't say. Like it screws with you because it taps into your own protective impulse? Only thing you know about the series is the attention to detail the devs played to film photography. Based a lot of the film types on 500, 600 stock. Really? Interesting. That's pretty cool, actually. And seems like a lot of research to go into to the game. I'm glad they did. Oh god. The long-armed man who is asking for his child back appears to have grabbed a kid and pulled it down into the well. Film types you would peel apart after a given amount of time and you can see the images fading into view before your eyes. Oh yeah, I remember those. That's what I took pictures with when I was a boy. So that's familiar to me. Look the photo, there's a balloon stone. Okay. Just gonna save the game here. And actually, while I save this, because I am a giant coward, give me 1 second. I'm gonna step away and bring you something kind of neat, Roundelay, on the front of exactly what you're talking about. Whoop. All right. Evening, Hobgoblin. Oh. So this Roundelay is. Wait, did it do something while I was away? This is the Codomatic Pleaser 2. If you can see that there, and this is interesting because I know that one of the Fatal Frames does the thing where when you leave it paused, it has ghostly images showing up. And this is interesting. So you unlock it there in the back, and you open it up. And this is where your film goes. You can kind of see the instructions right there. And what's interesting about this is this camera was developed. Well, probably one of the reasons you never heard about it is because it actually has kind of an interesting story. These things I don't believe were ever actually sold. They exist as display models almost exclusively because Kodak, because if you see there, uses Kodamatic Instant Color Film HS144-10. And this camera was made at the same time that Kodak was losing a lawsuit against Polaroid for the technology patent on instant developing film. And as you can see from the design of the camera, it's got this little kind of wheel right here. Once you let's see, where are you, friend? I can't see. Oh yeah, there we go. So here's your shutter. Little spring action there. So yeah, you take a picture, and then you pop this little thing out, and your film comes out here. Yeah, you take a picture and, well, you're not winding it in circles. You're, like the way the Polaroids would sort of just like automatically spit it out in a mechanical feed. You actually had to do it manually with this technology, and it came out the top rather than the bottom. And then you shake it off. But it's kind of cute here. It's the if you look at the front, they kind of made it personal and gave it sort of these eyelashes to indicate the lightness or darkness of the shot that you were going for. And there's also, let's see, yeah, right there, that's your battery pack insert for the flash, which, where does the flash live? That's your viewfinder. I'm guessing your flash probably lives right there. I have not tried using it because film for this is so deteriorated by time. I think this was like I want to say 75 was when this camera was made, which was like 4 years before I was born. The film has degraded over time and is no longer usable, and of course they stopped manufacturing it. I imagine, was thinking about this while I was looking for it, I imagine that if you have a photo lab with the proper chemicals to create film, I remember like in high school making a pinhole camera and using that technology to take and develop pictures. You could probably make something that would work with this, but that's a big DIY ask that I don't think that I could use. You have some 669 in your fridge. Is that like an optimal way of storing old film? I'm also not familiar with. I'm actually not that familiar with most gauges. Oh, hey, this is kind of cool. So you can see right there. I know that the camera is small in the window, but it says print number, so you would probably lock in, so you probably put your stuff in here, lock it in, snap it down, and then it would have a set number of photos per packet. So it was probably packet loading, and then as you took pictures and rolled it out, probably what they did was they didn't track the number of photos in the packet. They probably used this winder to also roll the number in that window so you could tell how many photos you've taken. So yeah, I hadn't thought that closely about how that works before. But yeah, this was never like mass manufactured for market. It's funny, like I was walking down the street when I lived in Texas, and it was a college town, and I found a cardboard box on the side of the road in front of somebody's house. And with the way that college students work and giving things away, a cardboard box on the side of the road means you're welcome. So I looked inside, and there it was, and I checked, and it was just like a bunch of other junk inside there. So yeah, it was a free find on the side of the road. So I wonder what a journey that thing must have had. Gonna need to find a Delta PO box. Yeah, I will. I'll send you a message, and we can do that experiment. I am down with it. I love playing with. I love playing with older technology to see if I can make it work. Oh wait, did I save? I don't remember if I saved. Let's see. Nope. Right. UI weirdness. Okay. Excellent. There's a weird light coming from over there, and I am actually not that interested. I'm not that curious. What's my film in stock? Good. Do find myself wishing I had saved the special function that I unlocked for making the ghost visible longer, because I can track it. I can track the ghost on my own just well enough. No! I hate being attacked in here. Hearing that Paolo Reversi bought something like $20,000 worth of Polaroid film when they discontinued it. Wow. I mean, it's not a bad idea. Okay. I'm a little over waiting for Zero Shot right now. That means that dude is going to be back. There's something extra creep. Miku, I need you to skedaddle. Oh god. I really like, once you defeat them, the way the center of the reticle tracks their head. I think that's pretty cool. God, what did that take me down to? Ah, jeez. Killing me, ghosts. Literally. X-Files episode based around getting trapped in Polaroids? No, I don't remember that. I do remember a Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark episode that was kind of like that. About, I'm probably misremembering it, but somebody who had their picture taken and therefore their soul trapped or fragmented such that they needed to, they could no longer see their reflection in a mirror or something. Find the inner Shinto. I'm actually curious. Sure you can tell me more about what that means, because I'm aware of Shinto describing a kind of set of religious practices, but as something that would be described as an inner thing, I'm not familiar with that. Okay, I'm not going back on this one. Okay. Alright, so I have 5 moves. I wonder if, like, the ghosts just get upset with you for not doing it right. They're like, oh my god, you dunce! And they just reset it for you. So that's probably the piece. So that slot needs to be vacant when I'm done, because that's the piece that I have in my hand. I like the confidence and finality of that flavor text. Blue carving inserted. Very mission accomplished. Oh my god. Next carving good to go, sir. Over. Oh man, I missed it. I'm guessing that was Mafuyu. Actually, I actually really want to know who that was. Do the photos kill them because making an objective observation of them collapses the wave function, causing all possible universes but the one where the photo was taken to cease to exist, including the ones where the ghosts are real? I think that is possible, although it would be like extracting, I'm trying to think of an image, extracting the multiple instances of that ghost and embedding all those potentialities and realities within this single camera, because after you disperse the ghost, you've seen for the last couple of ghosts that I defeated, they went into that kind of spray. Once you finally defeat a ghost, it kind of into the camera and is sort of Ghostbusters trapped there. Ghostbusters trapped there. And yes, this is right. And so the camera basically eats other realities. We need to investigate ghost photons? Man, I've been saying that for years. Explain that through science. Yeah, I think it is. It's the one ghost with the head cut off meeting me multiple times, because there have been other ghosts that are sub-bosses that have entered into the camera after defeating them. Let's see if I can show you exactly which one. Yeah, if you see there in the lower left corner, I really like that filter. Just kind of balance that a little bit, and left and right. Cool. I do wish it preserved the that effect, but yeah. So that number in the lower left, 27 now, that has the little fob winder next to it. There's a little logo or a little circle right above that that has a kanji symbol in it. When you defeat a ghost for the last time, it becomes a single orb and then gets sucked into that thing, and your score increases. So that's kind of the deal there. Alright, now we're going to run and catch up with Mafuyu. Take this picture. See if I can get over here for optimal angle. Bro shadow. You know, it is absolutely a consequence of my fingers being jumpy and a little unused to the controls, but the fact that each picture of a ghost like that ends with the ghost sort of off-center and maybe even out of the frame a little bit actually makes it seem more authentic as a ghost photo. Like that right there, that he's, that's the kind of thing like, yeah, I was just taking a picture of this wall, or, you know, some kids were screwing around with the camera and the ghost appears in this innocuous corner. That's the thing. Again with the UI, if I select it, protect is circle and triangle is exit. But here, if I press triangle, it gives me menu, and then I press square. Then I press menu again, and it also protects it. So the UI is just all over the place. With the long-haired floaty guy, I didn't get anything in frame that showed him to be a ghost. How do you mean? Oh man, I love that camera shift. Look at that. It's kind of swivel around, and it also... Yeah, that's a really interesting shift because you can be in the center here, but it still displaces the balance of the composition to where you're still off-center. And creepy rule of thirds, yes. The mansion has started to change. Oh wow, it's kind of a Dracula's mansion kind of thing. As far as I can figure out, the ghosts are trying to pull me back into the past. Spirits are using their power to make parts of the mansion revert to the way they were in the past. The ghosts of that era are beginning to stir. What happened, and what did the ghosts want me to do about it? It's interesting that Mafuyu apparently was able to get further than I was without solving all of these problems, and therefore is deeper in the mystery and has less information. Remarked about the mechanics encouraging unclear shots. Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, full body shot would have shown him to be weird and floating leglessly. Yeah, the combat shots actually kind of resemble the exploration ghosts that you capture that have like a face and it's really wavy and distorted. Yeah, they all wind up having at the end of the day, they all wind up having the same kind of composition and aesthetic. And that's pretty cool. Alright, I've got the stone for this one too. But which do I have? Excuse me. Okay, so the one in the lower right is what I need to fill that with. Yeah! Evening, Christiel. It's good to meet you.
It's Mafuyu.
Also interesting that his footsteps have weight and can land. Are these like library shelves? They don't seem to have the kind of depth that I would expect for an actual library. Just gonna check around here. Oh yeah, Fatal Frame is fantastic. I played this when I played this in 2004. I'm pretty sure I did like a New Game Plus and got a bunch of extra stuff Fatal Frame 1 I only played through once because that was much more frightening, and I could deal with that much less good. And, yeah. Fatal Frame 2 is on deck after this for the Tuesday night slot. Crimson Butterfly, yeah. Yeah, Crimson Butterfly did a good job of recreating another ritual that had a sort of internal logic to it. Uh, that was a thing you could kind of feel afraid of, as they did here. No, no, Miku. So slow. All right, let's do this one more time. Is that it? Was your curiosity satisfied? There we go. Oh, well, hello from Brazil. Or to Brazil, rather. Okay. If I can do this without stepping back on this thing. Alright. Oh yeah, Hamlet, you want to see something that's kind of neat? So if you go to Options, and you have Controls, let's see. Ah, is it here? Oh yeah, okay. So if you look at, okay, over on the left side, with the little line that's pointing to the left analog stick, it says I view operation, objective move. And then you switch it over to the next control scheme, and it's subjective move. Subjective move changes it to tank controls, meaning that you are controlling it from the point of view of the subject, who is the character. Whereas if you do it from objective move, you are controlling it from the point of view of the camera, meaning you, the player, and so you are controlling the character objectively. I've never seen this phrasing anywhere else in any control scheme in a game, and it's kind of cool. Some blood smears. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I know, right? You could noodle on it either way and it would make sense. But yeah, that's the way it is. Let's see. Christiel, and apologies if I'm mispronouncing that. Have you played the third one? Oh wow, these are like giant teeth. Kind of makes me think of some of the Oblivion gates. Game about cameras there, suggesting that the camera is less honest than the eye. That's interesting. Oh, I was asking if you had played the third one. Ah, cool. Well, if you stick around, we're going to be doing the third one after Crimson Butterfly. So, we're going to try and do all three of the PS2 ones, and then after that, try and get the Grasshopper Manufacture one that was done for the Wii to work. Ritual masks and their meaning. In the Himuro rituals, masks play a very important role. One of them is called the blinding mask, which is used in the demon tag ritual. So this is probably the person who lost her eyes. 2 stakes pierce through the eyes of the blinding mask. It is used in the demon tag ritual as a blindfold. Jesus! The legend goes, while the demon is blindfolded, enter the rope altar and perform the ritual. This might mean that the blinding mask is the key to the rope altar. Man. This is gruesome. And actually, um, playing off of your observation, Hamlet, game about cameras, they're suggesting, have a good evening, suggesting that the camera is less honest than the eye. And it's interesting that in a game where your primary way of interacting with the environment is to look at ghosts and capture them on film, that one of the keys to entering the altar is actually blindness. So, like, yeah, that's I've not put those two things together, but that makes sense. So it's like witnessing is an act. A huge door's in the way. Okay. It's really interesting to think of a door as being in the way. Oh, I bet this was the dude who wandered into the mansion and then was found torn apart. Oh man, that's the blinding mask. So, horn-like rocks have been tied with sacred ropes. It looks like an altar. Oh man, I wonder if this is where they did the the ritual where they bind the hands and the legs and the head and do the business. Oh, there you are. Ah! Okay, we're gonna switch film. This might be where I finish it. I've also noticed that when you finally finish off ghosts, you get a photograph like this. Yes. Oh wait, never mind. I was wrong. I'm hearing that sound, and I think that's supposed to be Miku panting because she's low in health. But it could also be music. Let's see if I can... Wow. Near death. Yeah. That's really interesting how the panting sound effect actually synchronizes with some of the combat music to create a more intense, almost snare effect to drive that panic. Man. It's really... This area is fascinating because the otherworldly nature of it, it has a little bit of the symmetry and the hard angles that make up a lot of the, paper walled mansion, but by having those grooves deep in the earth and that staggered tiered architecture and the horns in the center, it departs from it in such a way where it becomes harsh and otherworldly. So it kind of builds off of the designs and makes it more monstrous. So definitely want to save after that. It is a photogenic hallway. I really wish that I could stagger more saves, but it seems to limit me to one. Actually, this is something I'm curious about. I'm gonna do this real fast now that we've saved. I want to see what the file looks like on this, whether it's like a single file or if it does have 3 individual saves. And what their icons are. No, it's just the one, so that's probably why. The other games let me save individual files, but this is a single game data file. And yeah, that's the camera obscura is a pretty cool icon. Now to back out of that, terrified that I might accidentally delete my own data. It's funny that Fatal Frame has no space in between the words. I've noticed that on a few of the items here in the English version of the game, that they omit the space between like words if it's like a 2-word item or something. Evening Arc, it's good to see you. And actually, I have something for you that I looked for after the last stream, and I found. And so, I believe that these have there are, okay, so there are 2 comics. It's a very small sort of mini-series interlude between the first and the second game of Evil Within. And I believe it's the sort of thing where the same issue has cover variants. I only have 1 of each. But yeah, the artwork is good. It's fascinatingly done for the series. And if you can get your hands on them, I recommend it. It's good stuff. Loading ghosts. Girl pointing. I know she's supposed to be helping me, but I just... Only the red photo candles in the photo are lit. Okay. That's also the same photo that I got when I took a picture when I defeated the ghost in the Hellgate room. but I don't know where these candles are. Or are these my candles? Oh, these are my candles. And the matches are probably what I need to... Old matches. They seem dry enough. It's interesting. Matches seem like an object that is a little... I don't know, those look like manufactured matches. I wonder how far back those go. Okay. Close. Okay, so it flips the candles around it. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, is this my blinding mask? Oh, this is the demon tag. Okay, I know where this goes. Oh, God! Oh, God! That should be enough. Yes. Oh. Let's see what my upgrades look like. I actually have a lot of points here. This seems... That seems really useful. But this also seems really useful. This thing is like, they all seem... I can envision all of them being useful, but also have no idea how they actually work. So I'm hesitant. Yeah. Let's upgrade some basic abilities first. I think later games streamlined how you load film into the camera. All right. Something I'm sure is going to be here. It's weird. I had a kind of a heartbeat, but no ghost. Ah, Jesus. Okay. Yeah. Whew. Yeah, I agree. It also makes me think of the child that came out of the well, um, because when I would hit it with a snapshot, the screams sounded like a kid, um, but the actual the spoken words do sound like an adult playing a child. She was saying something like "Release me, I've been waiting for so long." So means I'm the hero for killing ghosts. Oh God. So that was another kid that the long-armed dude whose kid had been taken from him nabbed. Yes, Time Zombie. They are fake. They are using double exposures and that is why when you take the photograph, it takes a second for the ghost to appear. It's it's actually a custodian ghost stepping in to very quickly put the double exposure on top of the picture you just took. Doll's head just fell off. Cool. Oh. Okay, so Demon Tag, we mentioned this, it's like a hide and seek, a Japanese kids version of hide and seek. And yeah, if you have to close your eyes and count to 10 or whatever and try to, or like a Marco Polo kind of game, then that actually makes the mask make a little more sense because that's the same kind of function in the ritual as this children's game, as that, being it in the kids' game goes. Oh, I'm back here. Curious. Jesus. Here. I think I've missed every single shot of those kids running away and have been scared to yelping by each of them. Oh wow, there's a new object in here. Like Luigi's Mansion except with cameras. That fits my understanding of Luigi's Mansion, which I actually haven't played. That would actually be a nice, lighthearted breather, given the horror theme of the stream. Apparently, the camera seems to have some kind of uncanny power. Oh, the camera is related to the mansion. It can even capture things that aren't even there. Oh, buddy, let me tell you, they're there. Mikoto begged me to let her have the camera back. I don't understand the things that camera captures, but I know I can never let Mikoto see them. I have to protect her. Something terrible is going to happen. I can feel it. Okay, so either there were ghosts. I'm guessing the calmness of this tone implies that it's before whatever calamity took place. And so there were either ghosts already there that could be captured, or there was I don't know, a momentum or a gradual process during which everybody kind of got killed by ghosts. Resident Evil except no Chris. Kind of. I mean, we're kind of searching for Mafuyu, who we did play as briefly. So he's kind of our Chris Redfield, who can jog at a whopping 2 miles an hour. Or, I mean, this is Japanese, so 2 kilometers an hour. And yeah, I've heard Luigi's Mansion is good. It's, that actually might be a good thing to pick up soon. I did pick up the Friends of Ringo Ishikawa, a side-scrolling beat-em-up Persona-like game where you like have like a high school like schedule life sim thing, except you're basically a degenerate, and your only hope is that you are going to be a bad enough punk to maybe get into the Yakuza, and it's really neat, and it captures it's part beat 'em up and also existential ennui life sim, and it's very much the kind of thing I'm always on the lookout for. 4 km an hour if 2 mile per hour. Okay, then yes, a whopping 4 kilometers per hour. I remember Stephen King's The Long Walk, which the premise of that is, I think like 100 boys have to walk from somewhere in Maine, always Maine, down to like Virginia, and the second one of them drops, if one of them drops below a walking speed of 4 miles per hour 3 times, they get shot. And other hand grab gag? Type 74 film. We are beyond wealthy now. Yeah, it's a neat novella. I think he published it under the Richard Bachman pseudonym. Like the movie Speed, but for pedestrians. Actually, yes. Yes, it is. That's funny. No. Okay, where am I going here? Okay, I'm looking for this mask. Maybe, just maybe, it, since the last time you saw me stream, Ruth Bader Ginsburg died. Yep. Yep, the times are spookier than the games we play. Yeah, I was actually mentioning that to Hamlet early on, where he mentioned that he was taking a break from General Dread, and I sympathized, because I am as well. Oh, great, the lamps are shaking on their own. I mean, Ghost, that's just rude. See if I can center that a little bit better. Excuse me. Oh man, I lost some of my old photos when I saved and exited last time. That date is very curious. The only way I can think that would work is if it's dating at 2000 and also putting the year first. Weird. from the other side. Is there anything in here? The door like the kind of pebble kicking frustration implied in that text. The door just won't open. Okay. Year, month, day, just like the Japanese do it. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, Time Zombie, I thought about you the other day. I was playing Yakuza 2, Yakuza Kiwami 2, and there is an entire submission devoted to finding a shogi piece made by a master shogi craftsman. That sounds like a clock? Is this going to be like a Hands of the Clock? Oh, God! Seems like all the kids that were playing Ring Around the Rosie around me before seems like I'm gradually collecting all of their ghosts. And now that I'm thinking this through, again, remembering something that I read like 10 plus years ago, Demon Tag I think has a Ring Around the Rosie component to it, where the person who is it, who is the blind, who is the demon, sits in the middle, which means that at the beginning of this chapter, with Miku sitting in the middle and the kids doing the circle around her, that makes her the demon. So there's kind of an overlap between the blind demon mask that she's searching for to open this door, and also her role in the game that the kids have assigned her to. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, God! What? Ah, jeez. All right, I captured that one. Oh, this is the kid that was holding the mirror piece. Yeah, the subtext that I am picking up on, I was really into this game, and a lot of the sort of, yeah, subtext is the right word for it, when I played this in 2004. So I remember some of it, but not a lot. Thought I already had a piece of this, or maybe the kid took it. Oh yeah, there's the long-armed kidnapping ghost who, like, what's kind of gruesome is that it seems like the ghosts, by virtue of its arms being very grabby, right? It's a stealing ghost. It seems to come out of walls and wells and pull the kids into them. So it's like it grabbed the kid and pulled it into the wall, even though the kid and the wall are both material. It's a particularly distressing image. Isn't Mikoto ever going to come find me? We're playing demon tag and she's supposed to be the demon. Did she quit maybe? I wonder if Mikoto likes me. If she ever comes and finds me, maybe I'll just ask her. So, something happened to Mikoto. That's probably a good time to save the game, because that combat moment went pretty well. Oh man, the rope hallway. Whoa. Kind of miasma. Yeah, a lot of the ghosts' activity in this game seem to make intruders to the mansion play the role of the sacrificial victim when that sacrifice went awry. So not only are the people playing the role of the sacrificial victim who got, you know, her limbs and head torn off, also have to play the role of the sacrificial victim, the demon, who had their eyes blinded. It's a big world. Okay. Mask in the photo. Okay. I probably need to find that somewhere. It is very strange that this, oh, cold air. Which I guess is what that represents. Huh. Her flashlight doesn't show up as a light source in the mirror, which kind of matches the idea that we saw in the yard, that the light source is kind of like back up here and not actually coming from her flashlight. So I guess that's true in all areas. Oh. I don't know if that was a ball or a human head, or maybe a human head used as a ball. Ah, alright, making some progress. Okay, I need to photograph the beams at the top of the rope hallway. Is it that thing? Oh my god. Like, usually there's not something looking at you already as you approach one of those spots. That is particularly distressing. Is that a Kodo playing? This was released in 2001, so in a very limited capacity, yeah. Um, Roundelay, I believe it was Roundelay, was saying that the developers, or is it Dreambalm? I think Dreambalm was saying that the developers did a lot of research on film and its use, so they could represent it accurately in this game. I'm checking on that. Oh yeah, that was Roundelay. Yep, Roundelay and Dreambalm were talking at the same time there, so that's probably why I got them mixed up. But yeah. Yeah, they did their research on this. Possibly. It might, I wonder if you could make this game today. Or if film exposure is just too out there of a reference. Oh man. So. Jesus. There isn't anybody behind the sliding screen. Yeah, Outlast did, except it wasn't ghost themed. It was just sort of like bizarre experiments gone awry themed. Ah, missed him. Orma, who are you writing? Looks like the ghosts of the women with the gouged out eyes react strongly to sounds. If I'm really quiet, I can get away without being noticed. Excuse me. Wonder if I should be leaning into the stone mirrors more than I am. Taking ghost selfies. Actually, that would be a pretty cool, cool mechanic to have to exploit to solve a particular problem if you did, if you had that selfie cell phone option. Picture of the moon on the partition screen. So that's Mikoto's dad. Small keyhole in the door. That's interesting that when you look at something, the ghostly haze disappears. Past few days, Yai... Okay, so this is the diary of the guy we just saw, who is Mikoto's dad. Yai has been taking pictures with Mikoto's camera all over the mansion. I asked her what she was taking pictures of, but she just kept mumbling, "I can see them," as if she were delirious. Wouldn't say anything else. Ever since we walked into the mountains, Yai hasn't been feeling very well. She's in bed and very ill. Yeah, that'll happen in Ghost Mountain. This music is interesting and feels almost out of place because it's... I can hear a horn section. Like dramatic revelation in a non-period game. Oh no, not again. Come on, lady. Alright, thank you. If I had the opportunity to buy a house in Seattle for a very good price, would you do it if the house had been home to a murder? Yeah. It depends on how long it's been since the murdered and if the investigation is cleaned up. But, yeah, just kind of come in there and do a little bit of exorcism and make sure everything is all cleaned up. I think that's probably the only way I will be able to afford a house in Seattle. You know, I lived in a house, the first house I lived in South Carolina was this century-plus old affair, and it was very spooky. And no! Oh! Ah! Okay. What? Holy water is cheap, Seattle housing isn't. That is correct. If I have to exercise them with camera film, that might get expensive. Possibly. I kind of have a feeling that there are, I don't know, specialized wings of various spiritual houses that stockpile, you know, holy relics good against the undead, and pretty sure they do their work pro bono, so I feel that if there were a need for a lot of that material, it could be acquired. I'm basing this entirely upon movies that I think I might have seen. Oh, I know where that crack is. And I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Well, this is interesting. Oh, that's a lantern. I thought it was like a dust chute. Oh, thank you for the camera perspective shift. I do not like that at all. This... Oh, nifty. It's, I think the walkway is exactly where I need to be. Yeah, good thing I'm moving objectively. Oh yeah, Time Zombie, you'll enjoy this too. So these are the controls. It's not a situation where you can remap controls at will, but it has 3 preset mappings. So if you have it on the first one, if you look there under I Move, I View Operation, it has objective mode, meaning I View Operation, meaning how you control your character with the stick. There's objective move, and then there is subjective move. Subjective move is tank controls, meaning that you are moving from the point of view of the subject, which is the character, and objective move is moving from the objective point of view of the player, which is 2D controls. So I can like count on like one hand the number of people who I think would find that interesting, and you are one of them. It's like right over here. Oh no, it's another face. What is she looking at? Oh, this is the long arm man's hallway. Oh, I don't like this at all. Okay. Miku walks at a speed that sets the creepy mood a little better than I want it to. I kind of can't deal with that. Let's see, was that in here? No. That was back this way. What's my film look like? Is this the Kodo room?
These photos. They're exactly exactly the same as the ones Mom took. Were they taken with this camera?
So, I'm picking up a sense that there's kind of a lineage between Mafuyu, Miku, and this mansion. Because, we go here. Miyuki Hinasaki, who is Miku's and Mafuyu's mother, left them the camera obscura, which Yae had back in the day, which these photos also came from. So Miku and Mafuyu might be survivors, or descendants of survivors of the calamity here. The point of view visual field was represented by that aggressive film grain effect. Yeah, that's the sort of like past reflection. Did a lot of vignetting on that. Mikoto was missing. She said that she was only going to play demon tag here in the mansion. I don't think she would have gone outside. She had that camera with her. None of Mikoto's 4 friends have come home either. It's as if they've all been snatched up away by ghosts. Oh man, was this written on the night of the calamity? Or was the long-armed kid-stealing ghost already in play before then? I haven't counted how many child ghosts I have defeated, but I can find that out by the pictures I've got. Yeah, Demon Tag seems like it's fraught with problems at this point. It's been 3 days since Mikoto was snatched away from us. Everything has been so strange ever since we moved to this mansion. Ever since we got that camera. If I lost my sanity now too, I wouldn't have to think about it anymore. I could be free. I mean, you can always, I guess, just let yourself go? I can see them. I can see them now, even without the camera. Alright, so it looks like Yae had some sort of second sight that was compatible with the camera in the first place. Mansions that are haunted and not a trailer park? I mean, that's a really good question. I think some trailer parks are haunted. I mean, I think there are there are areas, you know, like parks and battlefields and things like that that are haunted. So I imagine that a trailer park could be equally haunted, though we just don't tell stories about it, right? Let's see. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, the kids were pulled into physical objects. So he was pulled into the clock. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. Okay. So only 3 kids have been confronted. All right, there's my...
It can't be. How can a camera expose something that doesn't even exist yet?
I'm guessing that was the gramophone? Oh, here's the Kodo that was playing, and that is the screen door. Okay, or the screen window. Let's see. No. Miku, can you open that door? Okay. Door's broken. Oh, I'm getting attacked. There you are. Good God. Please get captured. No such luck. Yeah, that was a close call. Turned out okay, though. Yeah, the heartbeat sound effect and the muting of all ambient noise happens when you are being attacked by a ghost, or also when you just happen to be around something weird. So it's kind of hard to know what your situation is.
I came to research the Himuro family's secret ritual because this blinding mask is the key to the door. The altar's got to be behind this door.
Oh man. So that's the folklorist. How recently did that guy come here? Like, was he snooping around while living in the mansion, or was he there after the calamity? Let's see. Mask worn by the Himuro family master is called the Mask of Reflection. It can become the face of an angel or a demon, meaning its facial expression reflects the nature of the one who is wearing the mask. Inside Himuro Mansion is the mask room, where all the masks used for the rituals are kept. The Mask of Reflection serves as its key. The document mentioned that the mask, when worn by the master, turned into the face of a demon at the last ritual. Might be a reason why the ritual went wrong. Okay, so he's asking Yae why she had to take her own life. So I'm guessing she was the corpse that showed up as a ghost hung from the tree out in the courtyard. But I want to see... Moved his family for Yae's sickness. Okay, it sounds like they moved there while the... They moved there after the ritual. Oh, here we go. This is the author. A rundown haunted trailer park would be an awesome setting. It absolutely would. And, I mean, probably the fact that one of the things that's a defining feature of a trailer park is that the things are not permanent, right? They're movable. You could probably use that to good effect for storytelling, showing transition over time and things like that. That would be really cool. Couldn't find the book, but I found a news article. Missing person's story. Okay, so yeah. Munakata has some guts. because he moved his wife and his daughter to a mansion where a cursed calamity had taken place so he could find out more about the ritual. And that's not wise, I feel. It's also interesting noting their clothing because they are wearing kimono and non-modern clothes, which makes me wonder if that means that they were supposed to have been active pre-World War II. And also makes me wonder, Jesus, how many generations have passed? Exactly, the impermanence. And trailers deteriorate faster and in creepier ways than houses. Had a neighbor that lived in a trailer that was missing a side. It was like a cutaway dollhouse, very creepy. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And also just how like floors and different parts of the trailer have different. They're sometimes made by different manufacturers and installed at different times with expansions and movable walls. They're made for that more so than fixed houses are. So yeah, you could definitely do something with that. Okay. Okay, here we go. Oh no. Yep, that was Yai.
Why? What happened?
That's wild. Whew. So yeah, it's like a overlapping memory of her mom hanging herself overlapped with Yai's suicide. Um, that's interesting, but it's definitely overlapping Miku's own history with the history of this mansion, and yeah, I'm interested to see where that goes. Give me just 1 second. I'm going to take a quick break, and then I'll be right back. And before we return to any ghostings, I have someone who wants to say hello. There's a giant panda of a cat. Oh my god, he's so huge. And pretty chill right up to the point that he wants to be let down. This is Samson. Samson is a regal boy. He doesn't like to be pet a whole lot, but he is totally cool being picked up and carted around. Oh, your foot's kind of slipping there, buddy. Let's go. Come on. There we go. That's what I'm waiting for. Whenever I hold a cat, I want to make sure to, if I have to like scratch anything on my face, not do it directly with my hands lest it provoke my allergies, which are totally fine around the creatures unless there's like direct contact, like my nose or my eyes. In which case it becomes miserable. And this is a thing. I like this. Oh God! Oh, Jesus. I wonder if that's because I waited for so long. Evening, Alex. It's good to meet you. Sit. Oh, I already have enough of that. Hope you're having a good evening, Alex. I'm just, screaming my way through an adventure here. Let's see. Probably not gonna die, but I am nonetheless a giant coward, so let's do this. Man. Having that face smiling, grimacing, one or the other, around the top of the ceiling is very distressing. best way to prevent yourself from becoming a ghost is to hydrate. Okay. So I'm going to take a left. There's a weird mist in here. And the color is washed out. And I like none of this. Okay. This takes me back to the doll room. Creepy. Alright. I'm about to go to the spot where Yai's corpse slash Miku's mom's corpse, question mark, showed up being hung. So I'm betting there's going to be a fight here. Interesting. I wonder what the characters on her tie holder are. Of course. So I am fighting Yaya's ghost that looks like her mom? Oh wow, this ghost is... Oh my gosh, he's fast. Oh, thank God. Row of dolls shows in the ghost's photo. So Mikoto has gone missing. I wonder if Mikoto got away from the mansion and turned out to be Miku's mom, and Yai would be her grandmother, which would explain why there is a resemblance. Dear Ryozo, it's all my fault. It's all because I let Mikoto... Oh, they must have misedited that. It's all because I let Mikoto use the camera that day, and now evil spirits have gone and taken her away from us. It's all my fault, I'm sorry. Kyrie photo. Oh, weird. These are pictures of Mikoto. That's the girl that's been helping us. So I guess Mikoto took pictures around the mansion and took pictures of the ghost children playing with her. Is this Munakata? Oh wow, this is an ugly fella. Yeah, it's like flayed and everything. It's kind of moving more in the direction of a demon appearance. Oh man. It's missing a doll. Later, Hamlet. Have a great night. It's always good to see you, and hope to see you on Saturday if you can for the next, maybe penultimate Evil Within stream. But yeah, definitely next week on Tuesday we're going to be doing more Fatal Frame. So have a great night. Thanks for joining. Oh, is this my doll that I need to... These look like the dolls. Who's in front of the back? Oh, I have to organize these dolls to look like they're in the picture. That's a file. Yeah, Kyrie, who is the girl who's been helping us. Is there anything else besides Yai and the girl? Creepy. Not that one. It's nope. A doll covering her eyes in the middle of a row of dolls, which is supporting the notion that the kid who's in the middle of the demon tag circle at the start is closing their eyes so they can't see where the others go to hide. But that means that I need to solve this puzzle so I can get the one in the middle. Who's in front of the back? I'm pretty sure I'm choosing the wrong answers. I'm not sure what my... Weird. I'm not really sure I understood that puzzle. Let's take a look at this in our inventory first. Kagome doll. Oh, man. Okay. Got the angry mask, and I know where to go. I mean, as long as Miku is doing something that I would never in a million years do, which is even be here, she might as well investigate that. Weird, the color's uniquely washed out here. Ah! God. Shake my fist at you. Alright, it's 10:30. That's a pretty good time to break and grab something to eat. So, thank you everyone for coming out. It's been a good night of jump scares and talking through some of the subtext and lore of the game. Again, as I mentioned to Space Hamlet, we're going to do part 6 of Evil Within on Saturday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and we're going to do part 3 of Fatal Frame 1 Tuesday of next week. Thank you for coming out, and have a great night, Peach Vine. It's great to see you, and thanks for chatting, and I'll see you later. Oh! Don't step on the cord to your own headphones when you're standing up. Actually, you can probably just take them off. Yep. And yeah, if anybody wants I'm saving these as highlights, but if anybody wants to see them preserved for eternity, they're on the YouTube channel Deltahead Media. So, again, have a great night.